Start letting in the YouTube people. Periscope, usually they come in right away. Great on my treadmill and can hear clearly. Get that exercise in, Monique. Good for you. Okay, we're letting in YouTube now. We're going to see. Hopefully, it's not going to crash the system with 3 going. It didn't used to. So we'll see what happens. And I'll let in Periscope last. How's everybody on Facebook Live? How's everybody? Hey, Don plants the flag. Da-da, you're here. I let you guys in early on YouTube. Don, how are you this morning? Walking to Talking Heads. Should I stay on Facebook or go to YouTube? It's up to you, Monique, whatever you want to do. There are more people that always chat on YouTube, of course, but Facebook Live, sometimes they're a little bit quieter. Okay, letting in Periscope. Periscope up, everyone. Hey, Shauna, finally made it. Oh, yeah. You're not looking like yourself today. Just kidding. Good morning, Periscope. How are you? Hey, Melody, good to see you. Please swipe and share. Katie, how are you? Hugh, good morning. Extra awesome. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. James, bad morning. Why, James? Why is it a bad morning? Hey, Miss Cannabis. Jamie, hello. Good morning. Amanda, how are you? Las Vegas gal, good to see you. Nikolai, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? Carmen, good to see you. James. James, why are you having a bad morning? James is having a bad morning over there on YouTube. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Amanda. So I have Facebook Live going. I also have Periscope. Amanda says she's sorry that you're having a bad day, James, although UPS lost your package. Well, jeez. Hey, Ryan, good morning. Talk about the girl. Yes, I will. And the new. Yes. I will, Ryan. I got that on my list. Got that on my list. The fat cat is here. Hey, Philip, good to see you. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. Now, I think that's just the light coming in the window, but thanks. Turn the fan back on. It's a little stuffy. I know. Everybody likes to see that fan. Hey, Dan, good to see you. They sent the package back to the from address. That's great, James. Hey, JJ Hurl. Good to see everybody. Well, it's Thursday. Can you believe that? The sun. You gave me the sun, Monique. All right. All right. Carmen says, how do you know if you made the. Okay. How much to my surprise today? Well, maybe you'll get your package back hopefully soon. James had his package sent back. You need more views? Well, maybe you can help me with that. Maybe you can retweet it. Maybe you can invite people. Hey, Huey, good to see you. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. You have a travel day tomorrow? Yuck. No bueno. No bueno. Everybody on Facebook Live, share this. Everybody on YouTube, please share and let everybody know that that we are here and up and running. Freebird, good to see you. All right. So I guess the first thing is that everybody hear about the Air Force intercepting the Russian jets off of Alaska today. Really, Rainer, it's your first day on Periscope. Welcome. Yes. So is Amanda the only one that heard about that? Good, Monique. Hope he's doing better. Yes, Melody. That happened earlier today. So they intercepted. You know, sometimes this happens a lot and we just don't hear it. And it seems like we're hearing it now more so because it's just in the news. Because there's always submarines and, jets flying around all over the place. So they're just kind of ramping it up a little bit. Nikolai heard it this morning. Absorb a warbat. Okay, good morning. Depew, good morning. And there's ZKYYYYYY. Are you joining us? Turn your sound up. I have mine up to 100, and you are still quite low. That's because I'm not talking directly into the microphone. And sorry you had to leave so fast, Depew. Good morning, Asher. How are you? Good to see you. Third time in the past 2 weeks, Dan. Great. Glad you're here. Can everybody hear me now? Because the volume is up. Should be able to hear me on YouTube. Everybody hearing me every place else? Amanda says, hello, Asher. Yes, good. All right, perfect. I'll try to speak right into the mic. Hey, Dennis, good morning. Good to see you. All good here. Perfect. All right, wonderful. All right, thumbs up, peeps. Good morning, Donna. Donna, I thought you were going to change your name. Okay, so there's also been an announcement that President Trump is going to visit Israel, the Vatican, and Saudi Arabia. Good. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Thanks. I'm glad you can hear me. Thanks for letting me know. Monique had to turn down the volume. All right, cool. So he's going to be making a lot of trips. I think that'll be good for him going to Israel. I think that'll be a great trip. Hey, Robert. Good to see you. Wiki Woo. Okay. That is great. Hope he doesn't kiss the ring. Well, hey there, Asher. The gang's all here. Yep. Good morning, Robert. Let's see what else is happening. So today, is National Prayer Day. And today is the day that President Trump is going to be signing the executive order to make it easier for churches to talk about, hey, Ray, good morning, to talk about politics in the churches without having to worry about the, tax exemption going away, things of that nature. Good morning, Joy's Asylum. How are you? Good to see everybody. So what does everybody think about that executive order that is going to be signed today on National Prayer Day? Any thoughts on that? Periscope? No thoughts? You're so quiet. Seth, how are you? You think it's good? Yep, love it. Freebird, yep. I do too. I think it's excellent. And I think, hey, Marie, I think that the churches really better take advantage of this and start using it because of the fact that if they don't use it, they're going to lose it. And, they need to start out strong on this. James says he thinks all entities, churches, and teams should be able, not-for-profit, should all pay taxes. No problem, no churches that have left and right views. Yep. But they should be able to talk about it, and they should be able to tell their flock, if you will, what they think they should do according to biblical principles. Hey, Beck, good to see you. And in the past, they haven't felt comfortable doing that, and that's really a shame. Sounds good to Nikolai. That's very good. Very glad that they've come down to a decision. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they really need to do that. I think they could have challenged it all along, but they just didn't take the opportunity to do that. And now they're sort of given the green light to go ahead and do that. And again, they'd better use it instead of, they're going to lose it if they don't. Did everybody also, there's going to be supposedly a vote today on repealing Obamacare. What does everybody think about, hey, the new Obamacare? Hey, Free. What do you think about it? Are you happy with it? Do you know anything about it? Periscope, you're being really quiet. You're usually the talkative one. Rhea said it's good to see something coming from the top in support of God and the Bible in the face of the secular, humanist, liberal insanity. Yes, amen to that one. Hello, Susan and everyone. Hello, Beck. Hello. Don't touch pre-existing condition rule. That's political suicide. Get rid of Obamacare altogether. Haven't heard much about it. Melanie saying my husband's insurance at work is horrible, yet I'm not allowed Obamacare either. Freebird is brushing the teeth. Carmen says, praise God, I can ask my pastor who I think I should vote for. Philip says, I hope healthcare prices go down. We'll see. Somebody wrote something in Russian. Who knows what that means? Please speak English because we don't speak Russian in here or a lot of other languages. We'd like to know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, of course, is getting rid of like the tax penalties and that type of thing. There's still sort of a little discrepancy on what the pre-existing conditions are. It seems as though there might be an ability to charge whatever you want on pre-existing conditions in those states that take a waiver and then say that you have to go certain rules, go with certain rules in the state. So I don't really know, and I think they're going to maybe charge higher premiums for those with pre-existing conditions, and really that's kind of what they did in the past. I mean, it's kind of like, how are you going to pay for the pre-existing conditions unless you are charging somebody a little bit more? I34SM, it is your first day on Periscope. Welcome. You've come into the right scope. Yes, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube if you will. I really appreciate the support. And everybody on, if you'd swipe and invite on Periscope, I'd love that. And share on Facebook Live. How many billions do insurance companies take in versus what they take out? Who knows? I mean, a lot. But, we need to get the government out of our insurance. We need to get back to an insurance plan like we had before. Monique said the enemy has attacked Christianity during the past few decades in every spectrum of our American society. It's about time the law is on the right side of Christianity. And again, you can thank Donald Trump for that. Whereas people say, what did he do in the first 100 days? Well, add that to the list. And a lot of what's happening is he's not able to do what he really wants to get done because he's being stopped by the left every opportunity. Get government out of our lives, Las Vegas Gal said. Employee-provided insurance was good before Obamacare. Melody, was great. Dan said we need to get back to interstate competition. Yeah, I mean, we really do. We are driving and you keep going in and out. Ugh, aw. That's no good. That's no bueno. Freebird, rhinos too. Yep. They are just trying to push health care to single payer. Well, I think they're trying to get away from doing that, Nikolai, actually. I mean, Obamacare was going towards single payer. Philip likes picking his own insurance. I mean, who doesn't? Jamin said pull over so you can hear it so it doesn't go in and out. Marie says, I'm glad President is undoing or is just now allowing them to speak freely in churches. We are in America. Good morning. Is it Shasgate? Robin, repeal and give it back to the marketplace. Let everyone pick from national plans. Absolutely. Yeah, California is going to be one of those people, or one of those states, I should say, that try to make us go towards a one-payer system. We're going to have to fight that tooth and nails. Marie says she's a little bit nervous about health care. Well, Marie, you couldn't be any more nervous than you should have been about Obamacare, right? So hopefully you're a little bit less nervous. Again, I don't know why the government is in the insurance business. It should not be. We should be repealing Obamacare, period, and going back to insurance companies. It was a good system before. It worked for most everyone. California needs to be its own country. Ugh, don't say that. Now, do pre-existing conditions mean if you are on disability? I think they're going to expand disability or Medicaid, and they have some provisions for that. Is California part of the United States? Ryan asked. I don't think so, Ryan. I think it's one of those anomalies. And I happen to be sitting in it, unfortunately. Or does it count against those on disability and or Medicare? I don't think it counts against them, Marie, but I don't really know the answer to that question. Carmen says, I thought I heard there were 4 new pre-existing conditions added as in a better way. I have no idea about that. Don says, has VA a single-payer system? It's a disaster. Yes, Don. We all know that single-payer systems don't work. When you have no competition and you have one source to go to, you are at their mercy. And that should not be what our system is like. Hey, Beck's on Periscope. California needs to stop being stupid. Well, please come and tell California how to do that because they're not listening. have pre-existing conditions and living on SS, I'm worried. Well, um, pre-existing conditions under Obamacare, Obamacare is failing, and so you can't keep up that system. That whole system is going to fail. So your pre-existing conditions aren't going to be covered under Obamacare because it's not working. Millennials didn't buy into it. People can't afford it. Monique says, is a new executive order on religious liberty going to encourage Islamists to push their beliefs into our society? I don't know, but Monique, do they really need our permission? They seem to already be doing it. Robin says she has a couple of pre-existing conditions and still doesn't want the government controlling her health care. Amen, Robin. I don't either. Government should be out of marriage, out of the insurance industry, out of the banking, out of every industry. Get out. Get out. Open it up to, free competition, and let's just move it along. We don't need the government's help to get things done. We need to do it ourselves. And again, the insurance industry, we didn't need anybody's help before. Is it going to protect their religious beliefs as well? Scary. Uh, Monique, all it basically says is that you can talk about, politics in church now, and so it won't do anything to your tax exempt status. So it really kind of limits itself to politics. Yeah, well, California is going to keep voting in Democrats each and every time. Have to grocery shop. Aw, all right, Melody, have a good day. Say hello to the animals for me. is a strict is a strict constitutionalist off with Don, you're so bad. Um, Nikolai says he has a pre-existing conditions and had good health care before Obamacare came along. Good morning, Sarah. Government is there just to oversee the Constitution. Let states decide what they want and keep the government out of my health care. I just realized the Fed was private. That's Shauna saying that. And Robin saying, like I said, churches better take advantage of speaking the truth about government. Yes, they had better, because the next president coming along would probably get rid of that. Good to see you every day. Well, it's good to see you every day, Sarah, and I thank you for coming in. Glad everybody could be here. Yeah, I hope they get this Obamacare repeal done today. The Democrats, and I think Nancy came on a minute ago. I didn't go see her. Sorry, can't do it. Just too early in the morning here. But they are making it out like gloom and doom. Everybody's going to die. People will have no insurance. There'll be bodies all over the streets. Things like that. James says people shouldn't need a church to understand the truth. No, but some people do, James. And if they do, and if they come to church to get fed, then they need to get fed. Can't stomach Nancy either. I know. Some people, they go to church and they look for direction there from the pastor. And really, the pastor is supposed to lead the congregation. And you don't have to agree with it. And most of the times I don't agree with what the pastor's saying, or some of the times. But there are some people who absolutely look to the pastor for what to do. Better than looking someplace else, I guess. Dawn said the ACA was more for money for big insurance and big pharma. Yeah, and all those death panels. I guess libertarians don't make good churchgoers. Well, I'm sure other libertarians would disagree with you, but I mean, again, there are people that just rely on other people to tell them what to do. Good morning, Michael. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody, for sharing and inviting followers. That's very nice of you. So speaking about religion, the Kansas City Catholics are no longer associating themselves with the Girl Scouts. So no longer, hey, Jerry, no longer are they having Girl Scout cookies. No longer are they doing anything with the Girl Scouts whatsoever. They feel that the Girl Scouts are no longer a compatible partner when it comes to issues like virtue and values. Freebird. Well, Freebird, here's the background on that. And there's been a lot of people who say, "Oh, well, that's not really true." But the main corporate office or whatever of uh, the national office basically of the Girl Scouts was donating part of the proceeds from the cookies, and I'm guessing they're still doing this, going to Planned Parenthood. And if you look on SusanKnowles.com, put in Planned Parenthood in the search bar, you'll see a video that I have posted there of one of their, uh, I don't know if it's a director, I can't remember her title, but she basically confirmed that. Yet they want to say now, oh, that's not true. So what they're going to do is they feel that the people in the Girl Scouts, that their role models that they kind of put forth are Margaret Sanger, um, Gloria Steinem, people like that, and the cookie sales are used to send my money to vets with my troops, or even cookies. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but what happens, Jerry, is that some of those proceeds go to Planned Parenthood. The national office takes some of those proceeds and gives them to Planned Parenthood, according to what I've read. Good morning from Texas, Barbara. It gets too political, right? So they're going with American Heritage Girls. That's a non-political type group, Christian group as well. Good morning, Lisa. So I'm glad to hear that a church is taking a stance. The Catholic Church has been pretty much behind doing that all along, getting rid of the Girl Scout, partnership there. So I'm glad to see they did it. Yeah, Sanger was more than just a strong Democrat, I think, Mike. That was my iPad going off over there on Facebook. So anyway, you may want to call and tell the Kansas City Catholics how you're happy that they made that decision. Don said we have a camp nearby on every winter, clean up all the dead trees and drag out the brush, and city for bonfires and campfires. That's good, Don. It's really difficult, but when you tell parents, they really don't care to hear that the Girl Scouts are sending money to Planned Parenthood. They get really offended when you talk about that because they want to. Thanks, Philip. They want to just have their kids sell the cookies. What happens if a political group claims themselves as a religious union? Well, they have to have the right. If they want tax exemption, they have to have the right. 501 whatever or 503, whichever one that is. The Girl Scouts have dumbed down morals too. Yeah, it is sad to say, but if all the parents would stand up and say we're not going to have this, it would change. But they don't want to do it. They really, and a lot of the parents that I've talked to, hey, Free Zone, freeze one. They have buried their heads in the sand. They don't want to look at the issue at all. Marie says, I have seen the destruction Obamacare has done in my community, especially to my cousin's care. She's paying way more for prescriptions and regular office visits. Yes. I can get the video posted on my Twitter. Jeez. Girl Scouts has largely replaced the word God with spiritual. Yeah. Yep. That's one of the reasons I guess the Catholics said enough is enough. It's just a culmination. I mean, and again, every time, like this season, you'll see the Girl Scouts out and everybody's buying from the Girl Scouts. And nobody, and I get it. They're little kids. You don't want to hurt their feelings. But, somebody has to say no. I know Robin says she hasn't bought Girl Scout cookies since they found out that they were giving to the Planned Parenthood. Hey, Diamond, good to see you. Lisa, good to see you back. So, I mean, if you know of anybody who has children or if you know anybody who wants Girl Scout cookies, you might want to fill them in. And like I said, you can just go to SusanKnowles.com, type in Planned Parenthood, stop complaining, joined us, and find out some information on them. I'm great, Diamond. How are you? Amanda's back. Good to see you, Amanda. Dollar General has great substitute Girl Scout cookies. I'm back. Monique said she missed that part about Girl Scouts. I buy them all the time. Don't buy them. Monique, stop buying them. You're supporting Planned Parenthood when you do. The national office gives to some of the money from the proceeds to Planned Parenthood. Jerry says, write the head of Girl Scouts and let them know you don't support cookie sales to going to Planned Parenthood. Um, Aldi's has a Girl Scout knockoff that's cheaper and tastes way better, Ryan said. Yeah, I know, Monique. You just when you think that you know, right? I didn't know that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hey, Marlene, good to see you. Aldi and Walmart have great imitation Girl Scout cookies. Keebler has the Samo's. Oh, then the Thin Mint knockoffs. Huh. Why does a nonprofit give money to another? Why does the federal government give money to Planned Parenthood? How do you tell those dear little children, no, sorry, I can't buy your cookies because your organization supports abortion? Kids, what abortion? I know. I just say no, thank you, and go on because, it's not really the kids you should be talking to, it's the parents and telling the parents. But, again, a lot of the parents that when you try to tell them, they get very offended. I think they like the whole idea about the Girl Scout cookies and they think it's a great thing. And, you know, is it unpatriotic to stop paying taxes? Well, it's against the law. So say you are on a diet, yeah. Why would the government give money to Planned Parenthood? Yeah. But the kids are there pulling at my heartstrings. I know. I know, but think about when you're thinking that way, Shauna. Think about the children that could be there, but for the abortions. My grand is a brownie and a GS myself. Did not know that. Yeah, Barbara, they may want to look into the American Heritage Girls because that's a Christian organization that basically is replacing uh, Girl Scouts because of those types of reasons. And Alveda King supports that. Good way to think about it. Shauna said, good way to think about it, Susan. Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, you've heard of it. I think Alveda King supports them, and it's a great organization from what I understand. Vote getting ready to be announced. Okay, you let us know, Philip, what happens. I know the old brownies and Girl Scouts, didn't have that issue. What is Trump's order of free speech? Basically, it's an executive order for churches to be able to talk more about, politics and who they want politically in churches without having to worry about their tax exemption being taken away. Give them a flyer for American Heritage Girls Growing Fast, Ryan said. That's a good thing. When you see the parents out there with their kids selling the Girl Scout cookies, give them a flyer and information on American Heritage Girls. Yeah, that was Ryan's idea. I think it's a good idea. I mean, we have to do something. If we stay silent, no one's going to know about the American Heritage Girls. Everybody's going to continue to send their kids to the Girl Scouts, and they're going to, who knows what else they may start teaching them. That just like with schools, sometimes that you don't want them to be taught. So if you don't like something, we're going to have to. Okay, Freebird, we're going to have to just speak up and tell them why and give them reasons. And again, I think the parents are looking for something for their children to participate in. Hey, Keith, good to see you. We were just talking about the Girl Scouts and how when you buy the cookies, part of the proceeds go to Planned Parenthood. Yeah, we have to speak up. If we're expecting the churches to speak up now under the new executive order, we have to speak up as well. Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts all liberal leaning. Yes, it has gone that way. The Dawn Stakes, I'm surprised the Democrats didn't put Anthony Weiner in charge of the Girl Scouts. Well, there's still time, I guess, Dawn. Yeah, Philip said he's never heard of the American Heritage Girls. It's something that started about a couple of years ago when all this came out about Planned Parenthood. Keith said he doesn't buy them and never will. Asher says let them participate in Awanas. Donna says, do they have American Heritage for boys? No, I don't think so. James says, what kind of social advertising is this new girl group doing? Never heard of them. They've been kind of low key, James, but you look them up and you'll see their principles. Do you know anything about this genital mutilation case going on in Missouri. Is it Missouri? Watched Tucker last night. Interviewed another doctor who said it's not mutilation, but merely a nip. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know, Monique. There are two doctors that they have now arrested for doing that, and they were doing that not in their own clinics. I think they went to another location. Michigan. Okay. Ryan, just go to the American Heritage Girls website. Put your zip in. Lots of them. Yes. I think Shauna is over. She's back over in YouTube, Philip. That's why she's being quiet on Periscope. She's talking on YouTube. Shauna says she was a brownie, then a Girl Scout too. Yeah, I mean, again, if those aren't your beliefs, why are you out there having your kids sell cookies and money go to proceeds at the national organization? They send it over to Planned Parenthood. And again, as I said, some of the parents that I've talked to, some I've talked to on Facebook, they get really angry when you talk about it. Kay Zippy said circumcision is genital mutilation. Why no outrage? I don't know if it's exactly the same. Great. We'll talk to daughter-in-law and son. Good, Barbara. And just go to the website and pull up that information for them so that they can see it. Hated brownies got kicked out. Oh my gosh. Girl and Boy Scouts no longer run well. It's more of a health issue. Stop complaining said yes. Stop complaining. You're right. Maybe they do not know. I'm sure they don't, Barbara, because it's like James was saying over here. He's never really heard of them. So I think a lot of people they haven't really heard of them. I don't know why they don't advertise more. I mean, obviously they're not as big as the Girl Scouts. Robin says her kids are so involved in church they've never asked to be in Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. Yeah. And I think if you do have a lot of activity going on in the church, a lot of kids don't ask to go. They don't want to go. There's no need to. They have enough that they're doing in church in those youth groups. Contact Girl Scouts organization by email or call. Jerry's got the number over here, 800-478-7248, Monday through Friday, to let them know. Good morning. You might want to catch the scope again if you want to call the Girl Scouts and tell them that you don't like it. The Girl Scouts may try to deny it. Like I said, they try to say anything that they can. But, I did research on it. My article, again, is at susanknowles.com. In the search bar, just put in Girl Scouts, and you'll see that video unless it's been taken down. Been there for years. Don says he goes to the chapel at the VA, then visits the VA nursing home on Sundays. Need more faith-based organizations? Yes, Amanda. Has Girl Scouts always supported the Planned Parenthood? Pretty much. I mean, that's Margaret Sanger is the one who started Planned Parenthood, and I think they've kind of worked closely with them. But I mean, I don't know how far it goes back. Well, Monique, part of that for the boys are for health reasons. Hello, bro, Laura. They will send you contribution letters. Circumcision is different for males than the genital mutilation for girls. It removes a part of the genitals, not unnecessary skin. That's a good definition there, Asher. I don't support Planned Parenthood. How could you listen to what I just said and think I support Planned Parenthood? Yeah, my nieces are going to be bummed. No more cookies for Aunt Marnie. Aww. Sippy said, health reasons is nonsense. B. Hurley just tuned in. A willing hand is better than any email. Well, that's true, Don. But, with the Girl Scout cookies, there's not much you can do but other than an email. Yeah, I mean, Marlene, they can buy you cookies from someplace else and give them to you. We buy the Aldi's. That's what everybody's saying. I haven't even heard of those. I'll have to go try those. I mean, I think if you, again, you can give to an organization that doesn't connect itself to Planned Parenthood. And again, like this Kansas City Catholics, they're no longer associating themselves with the Girl Scouts. I don't think we have one, Keith, in on the West Coast. Maybe that's why I've never heard of them. So, what is a girl supposed to do if she needs birth control and doesn't have a doctor? Well, you can go to Planned Parenthood. You don't need to, why do we need to fund them, or why does the Girl Scouts need to give money to them? That's the question. If you want to get birth control from Planned Parenthood, you can go there and do that. They have a lot of money. They don't need federal government money. They get tons of money. The donations aren't what supply and what don't. That's not what keeps Planned Parenthood going. They make a lot of money selling baby parts. Aldi has the peanut butter cookies like the Girl Scouts do. Hey, Laura, good to see you. They can also find a doctor. Yeah, there are clinics all over the place. But you can also go to Planned Parenthood and for birth control. Yeah, they do. B. Hurley. They make a lot of money selling baby parts. Your county health department provides birth control. That's true, Marlene. They don't. They do sell baby parts. Did you not see the films? B. Hurley thinks that Planned Parenthood does not sell baby parts. So I'm full of crap. Well, you can say that, but the films don't lie. So obviously you haven't seen them. Yep, the video haggling over the price. It was no, no, B. Hurley. You can't look at a video and think that it doesn't. It's like, come on. No, not edited, please. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Anyway, Keebler makes all the Girl Scout cookies. Buy exact same cookies at Walmart for $1.99 or $3. That's according to Carmen. It was proven in court. There's been no court issue on it, but good try. Uh, I know. I know. Stop complaining. Well, good, good. Then B. Hurley, you go on with whatever you believe. That's fine. Yes, I know. So, okay. Now, let's see. Yeah, it's amazing if people can look at something and it's just like, whoa, okay. That's not what I just saw. I guess they believe in flat earth too. I think so, Donna. Must be. Did Philip, did they have a vote? That's worse than buying from Girl Scouts Walmart. Yeah. Okay. Go to Planned Parenthood and buy them. That would be fine. Nobody really cares. You have a right to do whatever you want to do. Hey Danielle, good morning. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Sylvia Azevedo. Okay. Exactly, Barbara. Diamond says, people that think that you're ignorant for believing in the round earth. Yes. Yeah, OJ was innocent too. Yeah, right. Uh, Texas Massacre. How are you? Yeah, good for the Kansas City Catholics. That's right, Monique. So I hope that, yeah, I know, stop complaining. It doesn't seem to work that way, does it? So I hope that things are a little quieter today in Texas. Thank you, Texas. Um, I mean, Texas has had a hard run of it over the last week. So is La Jolla. But I mean, Texas last night. Did everybody hear what happened last night in Arlington, Texas? Yeah. Horrible. Horrible. So last night in Arlington, Texas, yesterday in Texas, I know what a horrible year for Texas so far. Uh, no, that was something else, Marlene. Earlier in the day at North Lake Community College in Dallas, a man allegedly walked in. A woman was sitting in her chair. He shot her 3 times and then turned the gun on himself and killed himself. That's according to an eyewitness that was there. And then last night, a man walked into a sports bar, had a conversation. This was in Arlington. Had a conversation with one of the employees. I have no idea why it's not in the news. I have no idea. Walked into the sports bar, had an argument with the employee, took out a gun, shot and I killed the employee, and then a customer just happened to see it, and he shot and killed the shooter. And I mean, again, the news seems to just not talk about these things anymore. I think it's so commonplace and we're so desensitized that they don't even, break in the news to tell you these things are happening. Uh, Especially when there's multiple shootings. It seems like they just don't talk about it. Jerry, I think they've already gone in a lot of cases, I tell you. This must be something, I don't know. Yeah, shooter's dead. Yeah, and Marlene, already the Democrats are coming out and saying there should be no more concealed carry. So if that guy in Texas hadn't been there, how many more people would have been killed? Wow. Barbara says a student got their neck cut in Texas near you, a high school student. Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe that the Democrats, it's like the logic is upside down. I just, it's amazing. Or if you can even say the word logic, I'm not even sure that goes hand in hand. Ryan said they're not going to report on guns saving lives or cops being good. That's true. That's absolutely true. Sounds like conspiracy theory. Chemtrails and aggression is coming true. Yep. Fort Worth, I am 20 minutes from Arlington. They said that last night that shooting in the sports bar was in Arlington. So I don't know. That's what they're reporting. There's been 3 shootings besides the ones that have made front page news in the last week in Texas. Wow. I know Texas had what? The young man that was stabbed to death in Austin. So tragic. Greg says, good morning, Greg. Greg is saying that Texas is fed up and will do what it needs to do in order to prevent and terminate the threats as necessary. Thank you, Greg. I will try to keep up the good work. You too. I mean, it's becoming crazy. It really is. I mean, I don't know if you saw. Yeah, the paramedic that was shot in Dallas a few days ago. He thought he was answering a suicide call, and it turns out that the shooter shot him. And I think they killed the shooter in that instance. And the young man, I don't know if you've seen the young man's YouTube, the one that got killed in Austin, and he was singing on that YouTube. Seemed like a really sweet young guy, great voice, and now he's no longer with us. Oh my gosh! A woman and her daughter found shot to death in an apartment, and that was in Texas. Oh my gosh! Ugh. I mean, it's again, they had that multiple shooting in La Jolla. They didn't even interrupt local news to say anything was happening. A kid killed by an officer. I saw that with a 15-year-old. The officer's been fired every day in Texas now. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that I saw that I wasn't that in Dallas where he shot that 15-year-old African American kid, a boy, a female, I mean a male, who was at a party or something like that, and they've already fired him, I believe. Texas, yeah. I mean, it's just so much happening like that every single solitary day. And Texas, for some reason, seems to be. I don't know if is it really hot in Texas right now? Is everybody South Carolina? Okay. I mean, I thought there was one in Texas too, though. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just everywhere. It's going on everywhere. They're not reporting. No weather is very good. Oh, freezing in Texas right now. Oh gosh. Monique says, unbelievable what happened to the paramedic. That's exactly what I mean when I say the devil will use any means and any venue possible to accomplish its evil doings. Yes. Cold, really? Hot in South Texas. Fort Worth weather has been good. Good morning, Angel. Everybody very quiet over there on YouTube. What happened? Did Shauna leave? Cold and rainy, Danielle says. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it was 96 here, Tampa Bay area, cold front coming, high of 77 Saturday. Brr, Marlene. Great later on the day. Yeah, it's been pretty hot here. Well, let's search increased aggression and government manipulation. Freezing for us is 40s. You have milliseconds to respond to a threat. Only God will judge. Are you all religious? What is this covering? This is right now. We're talking about news and politics. Most people in here that I know of, or at least myself, I'm Christian. So we talk about news, politics, Christianity, about everything else. I saw a report yesterday that says that the Somalis that are in Arizona are pretty much all leaving now and moving to Minnesota. Monique said cold, rainy for the next 7 days in Indiana with low of 32 Sunday night. Oh. Robin says we even have to be watchful at our churches. Churches aren't safe anymore. Just keep trusting God for protection. That's so true. Coley said it's just shut up. You say it's rainy and cold. Would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there have been people who've walked into churches and shot people. So yeah, it's kind of nuts everywhere. Nutty things are happening. Can I bring up a political topic? Sure. Sure, Diamond. Diamond in the rough. Carry everywhere, every day and everywhere. Well, it'd be nice, Keith. California, you know what I'm talking about. The devil is like a roaring lion. That's true. I'm an atheist, left of center. Anyways, nice watching you guys. Hey, it's okay. We don't care if you're atheist. Hi, and eye doctor will catch up on replay. Okay, cool. Florida, like to rub it in. President is signing some order on taxes. Yeah, that's the religious executive order. The baseball player Canton lied about the racist comment. Georgia open carry here. Yeah, exactly. We don't. Janice Shellbug. You don't have to run. Hey, Laura, back again. Good. Yeah, this isn't a hater group. Yesterday, Palestinian president said they teach their children to respect Israelis. Really? I don't know why you would say that because that's not true. But he is a liar. Yeah. I mean, I guess you say they say whatever they want to. I suppose because it's not true. Does anybody ever listen to the Calvary Chapel pastor in Hawaii? That's not true. They pay to kill them. That's true, Amanda. He was playing to the cameras. Have you seen the videos of the children with toy guns? Yes. Yeah, there is. His name is. Oh gosh. I, what is his name? Oh my goodness. See, now I can't use my phone or anything. Just look him up. Farag, Farag. Let me see. Let me try to get. Hope I don't mess anything up. Let me look really quickly. He is he's basically was a Palestinian who became a Christian, and he is now a pastor of the Calvary Chapel in Hawaii. He does a lot of prophecy updates as well. Trying to get his name on Facebook really quickly here. can't believe I just like forgot his name all of a sudden. Facebook, of course, is just spinning. Yeah, he's really good. He is very much against what's happening to Israel. I probably have too much going right now with three. Oh, his name is Wahid J.D. Farag. So Wahid, then J.D., and then F as in Frank, Arag. No, Farag, not H, but G. Wahid J.D. Farag, Farag. You'll find him on Facebook and also on YouTube. He has about, I don't know, 40,000 or so subscribers, and he's very passionate about this whole thing with Israel. Donna listens to the Shepherd's Chapel and Just Thoughts of YouTube verse by verse. Do you have a lot of journalism background? I don't. My background is I am a former practicing attorney. I'm also a JD Farag. There you go. Also a licensed psychotherapist, author, writer, contributor to different websites. Uh, Radio personality, TV. I've been on radio, TV. No, but I really love listening to Dr. Edward Young out of Texas. Have been listening to his sermons for 14 years on winning walk, and he's just awesome. Love all of his sermons. Explain what's going on in Israel. Well, Donna, where do we begin? Family law, bankruptcy law. We should send more money to Israel. Good idea. Israel's always under a constant threat. I mean, I don't know what you wanna know. Thank you, Monique. 10 other people died last year in their occupation. We watch my church on TV, but I still have a home church, so happy they will be able to speak freely. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing. My cousin converted to Islam, now hates the Jews. Oh, wow, Marlene, that's horrible. Yep. Gail Cully, he's going to be going to Israel, the Vatican, and Saudi Arabia. I know some, but you mean peace deal. Oh, I see. Well, there's talk. You know, they want Palestine and Israel to enter into a peace agreement. That's true. It's killing my aunt. She was raised in. Yeah, that I can only imagine. Uh, so the peace agreement, they're trying to get Palestine and Israel to enter into a peace agreement and like a two-state solution. Uh, President Trump said he was open to a two-state solution or one state, whatever they wanted to do. But Israel is saying that they're never going to enter into a peace agreement until Palestine recognizes Israel. Chances of that happening are probably pretty slim. But however, in Revelation, it talks about there will be a peace agreement at some point um, between them. And, you know, Palestine recognized Israel since 1993. Well, they're not recognizing them now. I believe the Palestinians will lie about anything. I can't see it happening. Palestine will lob a scud at them. Yeah, I mean, it at some point there is sort of a peace agreement that's entered into, but it's kind of a false thing in the Bible that's happening. I think the Antichrist does that. Hey, Princess, good to see you, Princess Pink. Yes, they recognize him now. Well, they recognize that they're there, but they don't recognize him as having what they do have, or even having the Golan Heights. Yes, we know who the Prince of Peace is. They don't recognize that they are a Jewish state. Yes. After the church is gone. That's right, Amanda. Many believe that the church won't know who the Antichrist is. No. President Trump signing, yes, overturning Johnson bill. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Christians and Muslims must accept subordination in Israel. It was according to real troll pack. Really praying that Trump will be able to inspire Palestinians and Israelis to make peace with each other. It's not going to happen, Monique. Get close to the mic. I'm losing you. How's that, Asher? Oh, we will know. We have the signs. Chalk one up for religious liberty. Yay, Trump. Yes. That would be amazing grace. Monique, read Revelation. It will happen, but it won't stay that way, and they'll find out they've been lied to and everything else. I yeah, yeah. So Monique, read Revelation today. You'll see how it ends. Shauna says that she likes how you can take a scope or live stream with you anywhere you go. I don't know. That was just Commonwealth from a long time ago. They never changed. I know Monique said wishful thinking. I will read Revelations. Churches and religious organizations getting back their free speech on National Day of Prayer. And it was organized to do just that on this day. Philip is back. Well, Philip, see, you didn't see anything because there wasn't anything to see. I already told you they were going to sign the executive order. You just had to run. You just, oh my gosh. Yes, hallelujah, Marlene says. Absolutely. Did anybody see that Hulu TV is supposed to be like $39 a month and coming is going to give everybody like great deals? May have to check that out. Somebody was talking about TV over here. Yeah, Laura, it sounds like it may be a really good thing. Death to the USA, Huey? What do you mean? Revelation is very confusing to me. I've read it a couple times, but we'll read it again after the show. Yeah, Anik, you may want to get another book or go to the internet to get some help with that. Like to cut the cord, Marlene. Yeah, I know. Uh, Cable and everything else is too much. Okay, Barbara. Yeah, we're almost gone. I got about 3 minutes left. They're saying, Bruce, that the pre-existing conditions are going to be covered under this new health care plan. Modi for free. Yeah, I don't know how good that is, Don, and how much they show. Concerned other religious free speech will allow them to discuss death to the U.S. openly. Well, Huey, this kind of was specifically towards religion of being able to talk about politics. I mean, if you hate speech is not covered, you still can't have hate speech or let's something that's damaging like that. That's not covered under First Amendment rights to do stuff like that. Strings exhaustive coordinates. Oh, strings exhaustive concordance helps. Donna is saying, I think, to understand Revelation. Well, Texas, it'll be like before. You remember before? Sometimes even the pre-existing conditions weren't covered in the before Obamacare. Obamacare is not really covering pre-existing conditions, and Obamacare is failing. So it's kind of like even if you thought it did, it's not going to help you because it's not going to exist. I mean, the Democrats wanted to take what was it, $15 billion in order to help keep Obamacare alive. Yeah, Amanda says check out a children's Bible, Monique. It's easier to understand and it could help you with Revelation. Pray before you read too. Ask God for understanding, Marlene said. Yes, that always helps. Oh, Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, Donna said, will help you with Revelation. Robin says she reads the New King James Version or the ESV Bible, much easier to understand. Yeah, I like the New King James Version. Love strings. I think horns heard worldwide could easily be cell phones such as Amber Alerts. Bye, Michael. Uh, so, I mean, there's a lot of things I think you can go and read up on Revelation. It is hard to understand. Billy Graham has a good book out about it, too. I have Grandma's Roman Catholic Bible, very difficult to understand, as is Catholicism. It was a great vehicle in my life to put me in admission to knowing Christ and developing a deep relationship. Thinking literal trumpets. Yeah, Michael had to leave. He had to go do something. Yeah, Children's Bible, Monique. Also, like I said, Billy Graham wrote a book on it. Hey, after all. Fernando, how are you? Of course, praying for the Holy Spirit's guidance when reading the Word is absolutely helpful. You're welcome. Thank you, Diamond. Thanks for coming in today. All right, you guys, I should let you go. I know people like to go see Jay. Go see Jay, go see Jay, go see Jay. So we'll see you tomorrow. Who knows if I'll be popping in later on. So hopefully you're subscribed. Please retweet this on Periscope if you will. Everybody on Facebook Live, please share on YouTube. If you would subscribe, click on the bell for notification. Also, give me a thumbs up. I would absolutely appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a great day, and we will talk soon. I know, Monique, time flew. Now you can get off the treadmill, right? All right, you guys. See you guys later on Facebook. See you guys later on Periscope. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate you. And everybody on YouTube, as usual. Robin, how are you? Use the Bible app for different verses. All right, you guys. So you take care, and we'll talk soon. And again, hopefully you're signed up in case I come on later. You'll get notification. Have a great day, everybody.